Oh, good morning. Starting a little late today, but I'm here. It's love morning. Birds are singing. We are sharing a little gratitude, a little bit of intentions, a little mindset, lifting each other up. And sometimes I start with a song. Dun, 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 dun. You can't sing along. Dun, 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 'cause I make it up on the spot. And there's no way that I know or not what I'm gonna sing next. Dun, 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 dun. It's sometimes about sex. Dun, 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 dun. But usually it's about the things that lift our attitude, about all the good stuff, all the gratitude. It's love morning, do 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 do. Love morning, do 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 do. Love morning. Good morning. Oh, welcome. Good morning. Welcome, Gerbot. Welcome, Bill. Good morning. Good morning. Gerbot, where you going yesterday? Is my mind playing tricks on me? Anyways, it is good to see you. Happy love morning. I was a little late. I was just writing an essay about kind of some of my dissatisfaction with traditional social media posting. I have not been posting much lately, and I've got a whole bunch of edited videos that I'm just not putting up. And I was reflecting on that and reflecting on how, well, I'm not that excited about posting videos and reels and things. I continue to really enjoy this practice and the Zoom gratitude calls at noon every day, that those do feel like connection. Because I think what I crave is connection and the feeling that the process is helpful for my spiritual growth and personal growth, as well as an aid for others' growth. That's always what I think that's my why. And I feel that in this practice, but I feel like I hunger for that in the making and posting of short form video content, which is kind of what we are really being pressured to create for social media right now. So that's what I was writing about as the 9:00 hour came. And I went, oh, whoops. So I'm glad I'm here now. Good morning, Abigail. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Jade. Good morning. I did miss you yesterday, Gerbot. So no pressure. I'm glad that you were doing something else. I just, know that I appreciate your presence. How's that? Good morning, Chris. Sarah says, I'm with you on that, feeling that social media. Jade sharing, I put on the alerts because I needed a little reflection. I always usually watch after you go live. So nice to be here in the live moment now. That's wonderful to hear. And it kind of goes to what I was just thinking about is it's hard to feel the connection with just like a view, knowing that someone viewed or even a like. It's like, I know that in the current state of social media, there's so much content being produced, and they're just like scroll. Like, I know that I don't comment on everything that I like or that I appreciate. So I got to assume that there are people that like and appreciate my things that are not liking and appreciating and making comments or writing me. And yet it's easy to forget. And it's easy to kind of hunger for those comments of someone saying, thank you, good job, I like you, you're good, thank you, this is worth it, I'm glad you did this, thank you. I feel kind of needy as I say that out loud. But like, this is our interactions we're having in this moment. And if you watch this after the fact and leave a comment, it's the same thing. Maybe it's the same thing, but you don't even have to say thank you. It's just like, I know, I can feel that we are in a connection experience as we're doing this. So I think as I'm pondering this, I'm looking to add some more live things to my life and some in-person things so that I can feel that connection. Chris says, I love your medium form content as well when you let us in a bit. Thanks, Chris. Good morning, Razorblade, and hello, Hope. Jade says, I've been following you a while, but always appreciate your posts and energy. See, it is such a food for the spirit. I think I shared the story yesterday of the person who I started to compare myself to their financial success and was feeling a little down on myself. And they, made a point to say how much who I am in the world has impacted them in a positive way. And, it's like, I know that. And yet it's so easy to forget, and it feels so nice to hear. And I guess maybe that's evidence that I am still in a journey of healing inner wounds, of healing deep down feelings of worthiness, because I still do like, and maybe even need to hear it from the outside. Or maybe I need to increase my practices so that I am more anchored in confidence of worthiness in my path and my purpose, and it doesn't require external validation. But I think that's pretty ambitious. I will acknowledge that I am not so evolved that I do not need any external feedback. Working on it. Aw, love you, Gerbot. Hope says, I like to say hi. It is my thank you. I feel that. I absolutely. And I try when I say hello and read what you write, that is my thank you. That is we are in one another's thoughts in this moment. Maybe that's what that's that craving, of just like knowing that there is a moment of connection with another human being. Good morning, Nick. Good to see you. Thank you for your message. Good morning, Jackie. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Gerbot. And Gerbot, I'm very grateful for your presence here and your feedback. And because I've got to meet you in person, and I have a succulent that you gifted me that is blooming behind this couch that you can't see. You are a very visceral example of a connection in my mind, that I really appreciate. And many people here, and I don't mean to, I hope that didn't devalue anyone, but that you have made an impact, and I appreciate that. Chris says, I am grateful for matchmaking in all respects. Nice. Happy to hear that. That is a special kind of feeling of connection when people who are a part of a community that I help facilitate, whether that is a gratitude circle or Pink Heart, or when those containers allow someone to connect with someone that they then have a deep bond with. And that is a really special feeling, knowing that maybe one of the common pieces is this container that I help to create or facilitate. So what are you grateful for today? I am grateful for my plants. I'm grateful that Lisa helped me repot a plant yesterday in the back here. It's a gorgeous, I'm forgetting what kind of plant it is. It's not a philodendron, but it's a beautiful outdoor plant. Grateful for that experience. and getting a little dirty. I'm grateful for plans to go camping this weekend. I think that we're going to drive up tomorrow morning because there's rain expected tonight, and I am a little fragile. I'm grateful for the show This Is Us and how it really continues to touch on my heart in different places. There was I watched an episode last night with Lisa that dealt with aging parents, and I just was just after the show ended, I just sat and cried as Lisa held me for a while. And I had this interesting awareness of it felt good. Like I was sad and I was thinking about things that were hard, but the release of it and just the feeling of it all was I'm not sure, it's not pleasant, like joyful, like felt like so real and deep and present and human, like that feeling of being in it that is satisfying. Paney says, I'm grateful for the new Taylor Swift album. Really good. It might almost be a Swiftie. I have not heard it, but I'm such a fan of her impact on the world. And yes, Swiftie. Gerbot is grateful, able to get a ticket last minute yesterday to see Muete, a brass band that does EDM covers in SF last night. Oh, rad. Brass. I've been thinking about brass lately. There's like a couple songs that really use brass samples, and I'm like, man, a good brass section. There's a brass band in San Diego called Fresh Veggies, I think they're called. That is super fun that I've kind of stumbled upon in different places. And there's another. Have you heard of Brass Against the Machine? I think that's what they're called. They do brass covers of Rage Against the Machine songs and other like metal-y type songs, and it's so good. So good. Good morning, Daniel. Anyone else want to share something that they are feeling grateful for today? I am feeling very grateful for a gratitude practice and shared gratitude. I'm grateful that I took my car in yesterday to get a recall inspection for some sensor that can go bad or doesn't make the airbag go off. And they said, bring it in. And then 5 hours later, they said, oh, somebody else has already done this inspection, another dealer. So you're good. So grateful that the car is fine. Been very happy with my car and very much enjoying having a new car. Noticing that I have a different attitude about care for the car. Like I used to always file my nails while I was driving. And then there's like this nail dust along my steering wheel that my car was not, is old. The old one was a 2002, stains and everything all over the place, and the upholstery cracked. And so a little bit of nail dust in my car, that's a big deal. But now I'm like, I tracked in some grass. I want to clean this out. I want to keep it looking nice. Brass Against the Machine. Thank you for the link, Painting. Extra Action Marching Band. Oh. Cool. Stumbled across them in the dust years ago. Love dancing with the band. There's a few other band, like March 4th is another band has a lot of brass that's super fun that I've seen a few times. Oh no, there's another one. Anyway. Daniel says, I am grateful for my gratitude practice as well. I hit 500 consecutive days with the 5-minute journal this week. It's made quite a difference in my life. Amazing, Daniel. Any if you, if you're willing, anything that you've noticed or when you say the differences in your life, any any more on that? Like, are there times I know that I feel like I'm quicker to remember that there's other ways to look at things if I'm frustrated by something. I actually had a compliment last night. Is it last night? So in the last day or two. Oh yeah, it was yesterday. We're having I had a harder talk with my partner, and she shared something that made me a little contracted, and I think I was visibly contracted, and she's this beautiful reflection. She's like, I want to be able to be honest with you at all times, and I don't want to be afraid that if I say something it's going to upset you. I want to make sure we keep the box empty, meaning we don't keep secrets. And I was like, thank you. Yes. Like I don't want to fall into like a juvenile reaction of like, I don't like what you just said, and then make the other person go, well, I shouldn't share stuff like that anymore. So, and, but in that moment, I was still contracted, and I wasn't reacting, but I wasn't in a super positive headspace. And I was lucky because Asher called, and I said, do you mind if I take this call? And had a beautiful experience with Asher as he was in the bath. And as soon as I got like on the phone and took a break from the conversation I was like, we're going to be like, everything's awesome. Like I got contracted. I was aware. I said, I just got contracted. It's going to be fine. I was speaking from a, pessimistic, dark filtered place. And now I recognize it. And so I was able to repair with Lisa afterwards and be like, hey, I got to this place. Everything's good. And she was like, you're really good at, like, you turn it around really quick. And I feel like that is from practice. And one of the practices is gratitude. And just knowing that there is always another lens that you can put on things. And if that's the case, then if you are unhappy, you're probably seeing it through a lens. Daniel says, I've used the app for 8 years, but consistently has given me more sustained gratitude. And like you say, a way of looking at things. I learned by doing it twice daily, regardless of mood or life circumstances. Sobriety has certainly helped with the consistency. Bravo, Daniel. Gerbot says, journaling for the win. Oh, wait, what am I missing? Annalise, good morning. Cheers to you. Oh, is it already 9:20? Wow, look at that. Hello, Juan. Turns out Juan and I knew somebody from our distant past at college club. Very cool. Good morning. Any more gratitudes to share before we head off into our days? Grateful to be here with you. Grateful it's Friday for those of you that have normal work weeks. Grateful for a little overcast here. And grateful that I got to see my parents yesterday. Had lunch with them, which was very nice. Always so wonderful to get more time with them. Yeah. Grateful that my hair is growing out a little bit since the last head shaving. Boy, it grows slow during that first stage, going from, you know, a 0 guard to a 4 guard. That's a lot longer than you think. Well, with that, wherever you are, let's give ourselves a big squeeze, appreciating our bodies, appreciating this moment, appreciating our voices, and appreciating our hearts, appreciating the people that have checked in and given us little updates from their lives, little details, so we can feel the presence of fellow humans out there doing their best, inspiring us to stay open and connecting as we go through the world. Taking a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you, thanks for being here today for this love morning. Love you. Ooh, one more thing. I am grateful that I've been getting up earlier and going for walks in the morning, which I had taken a break since my injury. I've in December, January, February. So I'm back doing walks, and the walking is one of the pieces of my love ambassador practice, where as I pass people, trying to make sure I say good morning. And it seems like such a simple thing, but it is really it is an effort for me. Like this morning, I noticed I was walking and I saw a couple with a baby carriage like a block away, and a part of me was like, just take a left here or turn around now. Like, no need to cross paths with somebody. Like I was resistant to interacting with another person, and I was like, "What are you doing? Come on, love ambassador." And so I said good morning to probably 5 different people this morning, and all of them said good morning back. Some very jovially, some as as low energy as they could muster. But I am grateful for that practice and the opportunity and that kind of symbolically, that's who I want to be as I go through the world. I want to be saying good morning in whatever that means in the moment. So thank you. Good morning. Love you.